Yeah, g'day, Nathan here. It's down at the orchard. It's 7:15 in the morning. Lovely day, and out for a bit of pruning. It's lockdown in New Zealand, but yeah, pruning goes on. And the government, no matter what you think of it, they realise one thing: foreign exchange is needed, and no pruning trees. There'll be no nice juicy apples to export, and therefore things like wage subsidies and all the other things that to keep the country rolling will go down the drain. So yeah, we're pruning anyway. Tools of the trade here. Yeah. Well, we have these little things. Secateurs, not much good for me. My hand gets way too sore trying to use those things. So I'm basically on the loppers. Not a very good instrument sometimes for doing the finer cuts, but yeah, it saves my hands, wrecks my back. However, before we start, one thing I need to do, file it up a bit. Certainly little sharpness on the blade end helps. Takes a bit of strain off the back too. Yeah, and there we are. What we don't need in the orchard, well, yeah, got these things called masks. Nowadays, general requirement as you go around, masks. No use whatsoever out here, all alone, and yeah, viruses are out here are way less of a worry than getting asphyxiated trying to climb ladders. Now, normally out here we wouldn't be using these ladders to climb up and down trees, but with the current labour shortages all around the country, yeah, all around the world, we don't get those young fellas coming over here from all areas of the world, the Pacific Islands, Europe, Asia, to do the hard work. So it's left to go to old folks' homes and morgues and drag guys out like me and put them up ladders. And yeah, that's about what I'm going to do in a sec, is climb up a ladder and start clipping trees. Yeah, don't get to do any climbing up mountains or climbing hills on my bike at the moment, but still get to do the ladder climbing. And up we go. Get out the loppers, bang out the most obvious of the culprits, and there we go. Almost done. Sometimes we tie up the odd branch as well. Not much on this tree to tie down actually that hasn't been tied down already. I said one day to the foreman Larry that I'm pruning, and he said just hacking off branches isn't pruning. So probably I'm not the best guy to follow here on the pruning, but us old fellas, we do our best. Yeah, sitting up here on my perch. Yeah, it's just quite the view from up here. There's Mount Arthur in the distance, all covered in cloud today, but yeah, you can see plenty of snow up there. Unfortunately, you can't get out. We can see apple trees, more apple trees. Apple trees. What's over there? Well, yeah, apple trees. Pretty much as far as you can see. It's big industry around this area. Well, it's going to be a day, I guess, of pruning apple trees. Yeah. Well, when the COVID crisis hit, we were told hordes of young, fit fellas, unemployed from Auckland and other places in North Island, to be arriving down here to do things like pruning apple trees and all the other jobs that are available. Can I say, they just didn't show up, not even one. A certain amount of clumsiness trying to do finer cuts with a pair of loppers, but hey, if it saves your hands, it's what it's all about. Otherwise you won't be working long if your hands are done for. And there is a good reach with loppers. You can get quite high up in the tree easily, and we're just basically trying to knock off a lot of the uprights. That's stuff that's just going to grow straight up. These apparently are dwarf trees. I don't know what happened there. How's it going this morning, Johnny?
Oh no, it's going great.
Yep, it's going great.
Yeah,
Well,
I woke up this morning. It's a really good start.
Yeah.
You know, the sun's shining.
No, waking up was a good start.
Yeah.
And we all made it down at the orchard.
Yeah.
Could be way worse, couldn't it? Could we stuck at home in lockdown? We're actually out doing something.